up right away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jet. Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. On 2nd and 10. Hurts. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
So the Jets now in great position here to start things out. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win. So I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions. There's the option going left on 2nd down. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And his kick is indeed good, and the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Throwing is Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
On first down, it's Fields. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
From the 29, Fields. Firing, and Julio Jones has it on his slant. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. It showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 3rd and 2, Fields. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. On 2nd and 7, Hurts. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. Hurts able to find Lazard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Back to the ground, Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. Now Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And New York set to take the field. And they start in the best of all positions, 1st and goal. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Back to throw. Fields. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Justin Fields. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. Take it at about the 1. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense for the Jets, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Open man has got it. The tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 87 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
on 2nd and 9. Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Hurts. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Here's Hurts to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going. $17-0 our score after 1. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Fields. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
They'll give to the big man, Campbell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's the option, running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he was able to get in there and make a great play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And the lead will stay put at 17. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 45 on 2nd down, Hurts. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Play action. It's Fields. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Fields going to keep it once more. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. On 2nd and 9, Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Dancing to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Jets will take over. So here are the Jets now to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Justin Fields with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets continue to pull away here in this first half.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw. That was a long touchdown to the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Cook now off the read option. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. On first down, Hurts. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. From the 24, Hurts. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they broke it up.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Jetsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. At that time, finally a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And some room to work. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
They'll throw now on the final play. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where it was the Patriots who were able to come away with the victory. Mac Jones, a touchdown pass in the victory. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And things didn't go so well, as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Josh Jacobs, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they've had all sorts of success thus far tonight throwing the football, as they're on pace to throw for 300-plus yards if things continue the way they've been going. Meanwhile, for the Jets, we check out their numbers on the ground, as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
And not a fun game at all for anyone who's playing defense on the field at this point. They just gave up another first down on another good run. I wonder if the defense coordinator just says, let's sell out, play against the run, and not worry about getting beat by the pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fields going to keep it once more. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. They'll try and run right on the option.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. On second down, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Fields. Looking deep for Julio. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. One heck of a third down conversion. 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Got a man. That's Lazard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. From the gun, it's Hurts. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cook is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And New York set to take the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go to Elliott again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 5.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down. They'll hand this to Campbell, running right. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense. So what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the... And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down. So let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
The penalty is declined.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Cook. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here. His throw incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's the option going right. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Fields going to keep it once more. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's got room.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Elliott.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Dobbins going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll run. It's Campbell. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
And this one complete to Smith. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He's got the hook up to Lazard. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Fourth down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
And New York set to take the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 65 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Fields going to keep it once more. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Inside give to Elliott. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. They go play action with Hurts. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
Zach Cunningham on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up
Partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Jets, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.